What's up everybody? Mike McIntyre here from All Things Sports, and I'm bringing you a brand new video today to talk to you about the Magista Obra II from Nike. Now this is of course part of the Just Do It pack for the World Cup, and this is very possibly the last colorway ever to be released of the Magista as a line in general. They're going to replace it, that is the rumor. There's something called the Phantom Vision upcoming from Nike that we'll see after the World Cup. So if you are a fan of the Nike Magista Obras, this is probably the last colorway that you'll be able to get your hands on. So we're going to take a quick look at this unboxing, show you a quick on feet, and of course review the tech specs in today's video. And I'm so happy you're here. Stay tuned. Inside the box, we're going to get the shoes out. So just like all Nike models, of course they include a string bag. This one is no different than all the other ones in the Just Do It pack. You get a white string bag with Nike football written in a bunch of different languages in this very metallic silver color. And of course the strings are the accent color of the shoe itself. So given that the Magista Obra has an accent color of red, the strings are of course this sort of infrared color that they have used before. I believe Nike usually calls it crimson. We'll get the string bag off to the side, and then there of course is a quick look at the Magista Obra IIs themselves. Now of course this colorway is a white base just like all of the other Nike Just Do It pack models. Of course you have a gray swoosh and this sort of crimson red accent color. So we'll talk quickly about tech specs of the Magista Obra. I have done a review of the Obra IIs before, so if you are interested, I'll leave a couple links in the right hand corner. You can go check those out. And then of course we'll slip them on feet to talk a little bit about how they fit and feel. So Magista Obra is nothing new. This is a model that has been out for almost 2 years. In terms of tech specs, of course the upper is this flyknit material. Again, this has been out for quite a while, so there's nothing new here. You have Brio cables that run from the sole plate to the actual lacing system themselves to help you with lockdown. And the flyknit is quite padded and quite substantial, if you will. You have these raised bumps on the medial side in this sort of passing area over here, and then of course they are more significant over here in this sort of first touch zone, and they do give you this sort of texture and padded feel on the ball, but the actual liner of the boot itself is this sort of padded thing. So underneath the flyknit you do have this sort of padded material giving you that sort of extra dampened feel that the Magista does tend to offer most users. Of course you have a dynamic fit collar here. Now this is a new collar on the Magista Obra II compared to the Magista Obra I. Again, it's been out for so long that it's not really new at all. They did fix that sort of issue they had with the heel tab right here, whereas the stitching just doesn't quite run up as high. And they reshaped the collar just to sort of hug the ankle bones in a different manner compared to the first generation, and that is pretty much it. Of course, the top layer of flyknit is coated with a synthetic material to keep it extremely durable and just give the shoe some sort of long-lasting lifespan. And then of course it has ACC all conditions control, which is Nike's sort of wet control element placed on top, again in this sort of coating finish that just sort of helps create this sort of grippiness on the ball in wet conditions, and at least that's what it's supposed to do. So other than that, guys, there's not too many other tech specs to talk about. It does have, you can see there, it's got a Nike grip insole. It's just a little bit of a rougher material on top of the insole. That's just one single layer of foam, so nothing special there. It does have an internal heel counter right there. That's nothing new. And of course, this is the firm ground stud pattern. So we have 4 studs in the back, 4 along both the medial and outside part of the shoe. And then you have these unique sort of curved studs in here. They are unique shape. They are not completely conical. They're sort of conical on the outside and then give you a sort of flat edge on the inside just to help with different, traction patterns and stuff like that. So if you are pushing off in one direction, you sort of have a flat edge to go off of. But there are those curved studs as well, just to allow you to pivot in different natural grass surfaces or artificial turf should you choose to wear these on a turf shoe. Now, of course there is a sticker there that says the chrome finish will wear off with use over time. That is just very common now in all these fancy sole plate finishes, and that is pretty much it for the Nike Magista Obra. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to slip them on feet. We'll talk quickly about fit and feel, and then we'll get into the next part of the video. So the Magista Obra from right out of the box is a fairly comfortable shoe. It's actually quite wide, and especially now I got to go back several years, but especially compared to the first generation Obra, it is a little bit wider. So if you do have a wider foot, this is one model from Nike that you should probably look at. It's got a wider last. It is tending to be, a little bit more of a comfort boot, if you will. and it gives you this sort of padded feel, so it is quite comfortable from out of the box. You could probably go true to size, but I have heard some people say go up half a size in the Obra. This is where Nike is really funny with their sizing, so I would probably just go true to size if I were buying a pair myself, but it wouldn't hurt if you could try these on beforehand just to really dial in what size fits you best. Like I said before, they do sort of cater to a bit of a wider foot. They have that padded feel, so they are a relatively comfortable boot from right out of the box. I'm not the biggest fan of the dynamic fit collar. I think it's sort of run its course at this point, especially given that Nike now offer all these sort of models in flyknit variations at a low cut option, and that tends to sell more, and you see all the pros wearing those more. So I'm personally a big fan of the sort of traditional cut. I don't think that the flyknit collar is necessary anymore. It was a unique thing 4 or 5 years ago. It definitely revolutionized the game, that's for sure, but it's not something that I think will stick around forever, and I think it's sort of run its course here. So the flyknit is a great material. I like the knitted upper. It does give you that comfort feel, but I don't think the collar is 100% necessary. So that is pretty much it, guys, for the unboxing and review of the Magista Obra. Again, this is probably the last ever color of it, so very unique color. I do think it's going out with a bang. I like the whole pack, to be honest. I like the whole Just Do It pack. So if you are a big fan of the Magista, get your hands on this pair right now. I'll leave a link down below. You can check it out. And that is pretty much it for today's video, guys. So I thank you very much for watching. This was Mike McIntyre with All Things Sports. Hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot of great content coming. You know you want to be a part of this channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm signing off for now.